It's Animu time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the BUZZmod Gurren Lagann Kamina figure Aniki! I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting on this. This is, first of all, this is my first BUZZmod, so new territory, new grounds already. But also, Gurren Lagann is easily one of my top 3 anime of all time, and just the wait was killing me for just to somebody finally do a line of articulated figures. BUZZmod heard the call and was like, yeah, yes, we're gonna do it. And we got Kamina. Yoko's already announced, and you can bet your ass already got that one on pre-order. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's have a look and see if this Kamina delivers. Finally, the first BUZZmod. Let's have a look at the figure. The size stands at about 15 centimeters to the top of his hair, which means we are going up to, yeah, 6 inches pretty much. Size comparisons.
Here's Jolter, the SH Figure Arts Son Goku, Naka Michelangelo, the Fräulein Revoltech Yoko, Chogokin, Bandai, Gurren Lagann, and Darkseid.
Overall, look in detail. I mean, there's some things that just spring out and in a good way and some in a bad way, but overall, he looks pretty lanky, and I feel like that's how he looked in the show. They really captured the animation style. Also in the face sculpt, the eyes and whatnot, even though this face is just like super boring looking. But it's just this face in particular. I don't like it because he's bored. He's Kamina. He's always fired up and motivated. But still, in terms of animation accuracy, I think it's good. I like that they molded the face cut, but I would have also preferred if you had like a black line for the mouth. I don't know. I just feel like it pops a little bit better. And you got the blue hair, which I think is painted. It's a great mold. And we go down to all the tattoos on his body. Also very nicely put on there. I don't have much issues with that. What I do have issues are the shoulders. Like, this connection is freaking super duper awful looking, and that's a big L for BUZZmod. Other than that, down to the bandages. It's also nicely molded, nicely painted, and the belt does have a tiny bit of bleeding on the top part of the pants. Not too noticeable. I don't know what's going on with the holes in the belt. Like, some of them are painted, some of them just straight up aren't. So what happened there? Got some metallic gray on the front part. Let's move down to the pants with the long legs. Again, we have the thigh swivels, which I'm not the biggest fan of because it just kind of ruins the sculpt for thigh movements. I don't know. Down to the big pants and the red line work, which is also nicely done. Cleanly done. And the sandals with the toes. But, I mean, overall, aesthetically pleasing, except for that. So that being said, how does the head articulation fare? Well, first and foremost, the entire articulation. Did I say head articulation? But yeah, that's where we're starting off. Goes back and forth quite nicely. Also tilts side to side very well and goes all the way around. And you have this floaty piece which covers it up. It kind of gets stuck, but still what we have in there is like a ball that goes into another ball hinge, which connects to the back of the head. That's just actually a big ball hinge, never mind. But still connected to a ball to the neck. So overall, it's not too shabby. Let me get that back in just without the floaty piece real quick. I mean, you can display it like that if you want to. Again, I wish the connection was tighter. I don't hear like a nice pop in there. But we move forward and out immediately and to the back and still side to side. But let me get a hold of the neck, also side to side, forward, back, and has some rotation. Now these ugly, like a dumbbell ball hinge thing. So overall, it goes forward very nicely. It goes up and it goes to the back, and you can rotate it. And yeah, I mean, articulation-wise, it's great. It has like a bunch of cool poses, can bring the arms around, but it just looks so freaking ugly, and I don't like it. So really something that kind of ruins it for me. Also, no bicep swivel. Then we have the ball hinge in the elbow. That's like classic stuff. Got another ball hinge in the hand, but this is one which connects also fairly easily because they have one of these regular packs, not like one of them ball packs where it stays on. a little bit tighter. Then we have some chest articulation, back and forth, side to side, and also rotation, and it just goes off. Once again, but we do have a dumbbell joint in there, has good movement. The hip part also can rotate in the pants, bring that back and forth. I think it's just also on the ball and can be rotated. Legs move forward quite nicely, out to the side and also to the back. No butt mode holding it back, and you can also rotate it on the pant part at the top. And then we have the thigh swivel as mentioned previously. And I'm not a big fan, and the big ball hinge does cover it on nicely, but it is fairly standard. And then for the foot, which I find kind of excessive, but hey, more articulation points. You have a ball in there, so you can rotate that thing around. And then obviously there's the ball hinge for the foot, goes back and forward and does tilt side to side quite nicely. And also you do have a toe hinge. For the accessories, we do get a bunch, and I want to start it off with this big freaking cape. It's kind of a thick material, and it does seem to have a wire that goes on throughout here, so it is bendable, but it kind of fights it. It kind of like just like unbends immediately. There's none down here, so if you want to make this wavy and stuff, forget about it. I think there's another one in the middle. Everywhere where you can see these lines, there's probably a wire under there. Then we have the gold, which wraps around his neck. Also, there's no wire in the collar, which, yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that later. I will connect this to the figure. Also, there's like no like hard connection, no peg or whatnot to keep it on the figure, so that's another thing. We do have his long ass katana, which has a nice metallic paint job, very shiny on the blade, and very matte on the handle. But that's how it's supposed to be. But it looks clean. And then we have the unsheathed version, and here's the sheathed version. You can just hold on to that, and if you want to have the sheath with the sword, just take this peg out, and there you go. Can have both with some nice purple on there. We do have the shades, the legendary shades. Love these. Have the peg, which are supposed to be connected to the front part of the hair. There's like a small hole in there, and I already tried to connect to it, and I failed miserably, so probably have to heat that up later. Now for the face sculpts, we do have, well, I'm starting off with the last face. I didn't want to do that, but spoilers. Yeah, there's the one with the blood over his face. That brings back terrible memories, but anyway, we have the smirk, and as I was saying, I feel like these faces already have a lot more personality than the board one, where it comes in the packaging. And then we have another yelling face with a big smile and another smirk. Kind of like, where's the difference between the other smirk? There's like two smirking. Oh, one's looking to the side and one's looking straight at you. Gotcha. As I was saying, better than the one on the figure. And then we have these open hands. We have these pointy fingers, which are very, very important. Also long ass fingers. Accurate though. Fist hands. These holding hands for the katana. Both sides. These open hands for some more posing, well, posing hands. And I honestly don't know what the hell these are for. Like, kind of to grab the shoulder of Shimon. And this one has like this small kind of hole, which first I thought was maybe for the sunglasses, but then you have always like the long pack on the sunglasses. It does fit in there, but how's that look with that? Doesn't make any sense, and we don't get another pair of sunglasses, unfortunately. So I don't really know what this is. The instructions don't tell me, because the instructions literally just this, nothing in the bag, and then this. Oh, there's the hole for the glasses. There's how you connect the cape, and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Final thoughts. The cape sucks too. I don't know. It's just really hard to put it in a good position, and still then I have this weird shoulder joint, which I hate. Okay, so overall, this figure's mid. I think that's the best way of putting it. It's not freaking awful. I mean, there's a lot of good paint applications, and the look of it is fine. It could be tighter, could be cleaner. The cape could be like softer, like not this thick freaking material, so you can actually wrap it around his neck instead of just it sticking out like that. And look, I tried. Like, don't get on me like, oh, you don't did it right. You didn't do it right. I tried to wrap it around his shoulder over here, and then you try to adjust it. Let me try to pull it down, pull this one up. Maybe move it a little bit to the side. Yeah, it still looks weird. It still stands out like that because it doesn't connect anywhere. And also these things, I'm actually super surprised that it stays in there because putting the cape on this just kept popping off. The hat keeps popping off. And yeah, I don't like it. Especially if I'm prying over $100 for this thing. It's just a hard sell. I can't recommend this one. As much as I love Gurren Lagann and as much as I am okay, like I'm happy to have a I'm happy to have a articulated Kamina. You know, I'm not sure now if I'm gonna get the Yoko figure. I have to think twice about that one now. But BUZZmod, please, just, you know, make it better. It's not broken. I don't want it to be like, oh, this figure sucks from top to bottom. No, it's not like that, but damn it, having it in hand is just somewhat frustrating, and I feel like at the price point it shouldn't be. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Kamina wants.